guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you have not joined the family yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can be a part of us. And if you already joined the family, be sure to hit that notification bell so you're part of the notification gang. So you can see today I'll be doing a get ready with me with a good friend Shani, and we'll be transforming our faces. So here's the video. Today I have a guest with me.
Hello, I'm Shani, karaoke, but you don't have to say that one. Just Shani. I'm just Shani. That's it. Thank you for having me on your channel.
Thank you for being here. How long have you lived in South Africa?
So I've lived here for the last 12 years.
Okay. How old am I this year? Okay.
Yeah, don't reveal your age.
I've been here for 20 years. Now that I think about it. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm practically South African.
No, you are.
I'm literally
and
South
anybody
African.
who says any different, you are.
But I want to claim Zambia. I always want to claim Zambia.
Dual citizenship.
Dual citizenship. You came to South Africa at what part of your life? Like, were you in primary? Were you in high school?
I was in
primary.
I was in primary school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically went through preschool, from preschool right through. But I've been raised Zambian. Like everything that I've been taught.
Yeah.
Because both my parents are Zambian, which is it's different. Because lots of times people will be like, but you're South African. I'm like, but there are lots of things that when a person gets to know me, they're like, wow.
Yeah.
You're raised different. You're
That's
really
true.
raised different.
Yeah, I get that completely.
By citizenship and by way of living in terms of how long I've been here, I can say I'm more South African than anything.
I get that. I guess you're right in the sense that our parents are authentic and true African parents.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anywhere else.
How to put it.
That's how it is. Our parents are African parents, and they grew up
Yes.
in a certain era, and in that
That
era,
era,
they were different. There were certain things that you could do or you couldn't do.
Yes.
Even though you live in a particular place, there's a different
dynamic.
Yeah, definitely.
For you at school, like, how was that? How
How
was it like? Just getting into the system,
what?
everything.
I'm not gonna lie, school was extremely rough at first.
Yeah. Why?
It was just an adjustment to the way of life. I had to adjust to. I had a different accent from the rest of the kids. I had a different curriculum than the rest of the children.
Yeah.
And there were different things that I did
Yes.
that were not necessarily accepted
Yeah.
in the space that I was coming into. Like anything else in life, I suppose. How about you? How was it for you?
Well, for me, we're getting. Well, for me, because I'd spent preschool. Let me be honest, because preschool.
Yeah.
As children, you're not really, I could say, cognizant of what differences there are. Even like racially, you find that kids are not like, you're black, I'm white. So they can just play.
Yeah.
But I feel when you now start to grow older, that's when those things start to come into play.
Yeah.
And I found that, I don't know, it felt like my differences were being highlighted. Like, it was like, why don't you speak any vernacular language here? Why do you only speak English? It was like, why are you so dark?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand that because I'm like, aren't there dark people around?
Yeah.
Or like, why do you talk a certain way?
Yes.
And I've been like, but am I not supposed to speak this way? Because you get so used to where you've been before. And, nothing's been a problem, or, it was never picked out like that's
as far
very
as you
different
knew
thing.
as far as you knew, that was the normal.
That was my normal.
Right?
That was
That was
really
your
my normal.
Yeah.
So now when I'm being told like
Your normal is different.
Yeah. And that's when I started to learn things like being a coconut.
Yes.
I've been coconut gang since being raised in a Zambian home. Speaking English And the way you talk is not really like questioned.
No.
You just speak English. Like socially, I only got into the swing of things in grade 4. That's when I learned Swati as an understanding it. I can't really speak at the best. Like I can do enough. Just don't ask me. I really don't like. I don't like butchering languages.
I don't know about you, but it's easier for me to speak to strangers in Swati than to speak to people who have known me.
I concur. I really agree with that.
Because it's like, okay, what is going on here?
Yes.
When you try with somebody who has known you for a long time.
How was it like? For instance, because we've been raised like Kenyan homes, Zambian homes, so like ideals and like customs and things. Like, how was that for you when you'd like find out certain things?
I mean, it was different. You know, when I first got here, I remember going to the shop and asking for Vaseline.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, I thought Vaseline was universal. Vaseline is Vaseline. But when I asked the lady for Vaseline, she was like, do you mean Vaseline? And I was like, I didn't know that it was
It's actually Vaseline.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so for me it was like, okay.
For me, the weird thing though, I had a a chitenge.
Yeah.
Yes,
of course.
A black, red, and white one.
Okay.
You know where I'm going with this. And then there was a day I went to the to Spa, and I was like, I need to buy bread, whatever. My dad was like, he was with me, so he went to another aisle. He was getting whatever we needed to. I was there cutting bread.
Yeah.
And then someone approaches me and is like, Sissy, are you practicing? Like, practicing?
I'm cringing so hard.
I didn't get what this person was saying.
Yeah.
Then I came to find out that it's actually if you're like a traditional healer.
Yes. Oh my word.
I didn't know.
Why did it take so long for somebody to point it out? I've been walking around like this for such a long time. It's not to say that there are no sangomas in our cultures. They are,
but
it's
there's
just
no specific color to
I guess so, yeah. Or specific items. Like also beads. I had a similar experience with that, but I had it with beads.
Yeah.
Growing up, we had like beads that talked about God, right?
Yes.
So we had like beads and then we had red ones, white ones. So the red one was supposed to represent like the blood.
Yes.
The white one was like, Jesus cleansing you. Exactly, exactly. Yes. And then there was that for the longest time, and I didn't know that was an issue. You know that wearing beads, especially red or white was an issue.
It's an issue.
It is an issue because I'm presenting myself as something that I'm not. But even in our being black, there's diversity.
Yeah, and that's what makes us beautiful.
Exactly. We're not just one strand of black. We are so multi. Like there's multi.
There's
like there's a lot
to us.
There's the word.
Multifaceted.
Multifaceted. There's so many layers to who we are. And isn't it a bit presumptuous?
Yeah.
And isn't it a bit of us being like the people who we resent to assume that we are one? Do you get what I mean?
Okay, in what sense?
In terms of like, oh gosh, I don't know if this is super sensitive.
Yeah.
But when we're dealing with colonization and when we're dealing with sort of white settlers coming into Africa, they assumed that we were one, so they placed us, the way they divided us was in terms of us being
black.
one. Just being black. They didn't
one feature made us.
They didn't bother to find out whether we are Zulu, Swati, if we are Tswana, whatever. They just grouped us in a place, right?
What's the one food that you were like, oh my goodness, this is so delicious?
Are you talking about kapenta?
Kapenta isn't it some? But people don't eat it here, hey?
People don't eat kapenta here.
Everybody eats mopani worms. Everybody.
Okay, I still can't get with the program on that one. I hope you don't judge me.
Look at it as a great source of protein.
Woo! I'll try. Yeah. Things like chapati, which we have in our
Chapati
language.
is so delicious.
Yeah. See, she
I'm a
knows
lover of
what
food.
Chapati is amazing,
Yeah.
and it's not something that people would be like, oh.
Roti.
Yes,
They'll say
which is one way that I have to explain it as.
Yes.
Or somebody will be like, oh, it tastes like a savory pancake, and I'm like,
Don't disrespect chapati like that.
dude. It's so disrespectful, especially because of how long it takes to make.
Exactly. You don't
narrow it down.
It's
to
not a
savory.
pancake.
No. Things like dengu, which people are learning to eat now.
What's dengu?
It's lentils.
Girl, that's something you're gonna have to miss me with. Eh?
No,
You're
it's
gonna have to miss me with it.
amazing.
I don't know do lentils have nutritional value?
They do. They're beans, basically, or they're in the beans family.
I'm cool with green beans. It's okay.
What? Are you serious? That is so un-African.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know. You know, for me, I like rib. I like there's I don't know impwa. Yes, you know impwa. It's like eggplant. To those who don't know. For me, those like the home veggies.
A few moments later.
So we went off camera so that we could finish our faces, and this is the final product.
I hope you can see that, like, highlight.
Ooh. Sorry, I get carried away when it comes to the highlighter.
Yes, you gotta see it.
You've got to see. If you don't see the highlighter, you don't know that it's popping. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with family and friends. And if you have not joined the family yet, be sure to hit that red button so you can be a part of us. And don't forget to click the bell so you're notified every time my videos drop. I will see you in my next video. As always, be awesome. Bye guys.
Bye.